With a special dedication from Bobby Urson to the people who know their pilot and their old ship.
Hold on.
The loonies in Manhattan Beach, you guys are groovy.
Come on down, man. Hey, come on.
What's happening? Let's go look at the waves, dude.
Is there any waves? Did you look at?
No, I didn't look. Let's go.
Let's wake Bill up, man. I want to go surf. Hey, Bill.
Get up, Jerk.
Let's go surf, man. Let's go look at the waves. Come on. Is there any waves? I don't know. Let's go look.
See. Get up, Jerk.
Hurry up. Grab that creams.
Get up.
What time is it?
8 o'clock.
Yes. 8 o'clock. Oh, grab my skate.
We're gonna go look.
You're young, male, and live in the city. How do you prove yourself in the most materially comfortable country on earth? How do you show courage, daring, skill, strength? How do you prove you're a man? If you're a Maasai tribesman in Africa, you kill a lion. If you're an Aborigine boy, you go on walkabout. If you live in Dogtown, Los Angeles, you ride a skateboard.
Get a match, too. Good. You guys come over real early to wake me up like this again. You die. Oh, shut the door. Damn.
Three members of the Dogtown tribe, Billy Huron, Paul Constantino, and Tony Mad Dog Alva, skate through the streets of Venice, California to the beach, stretching from here to Malibu to perform their daily ritual. As Tony Alva, world champion skateboarder, explains,
every morning it's usually habit that we just go down to the beach and check out the waves, and if the surf's good, we'll go surfing, and then we'll go skateboarding later. But if it's no good, we usually always go skateboarding. We have a lot of energy every morning when we wake up, so we want to go down and do something to burn it off. So it's usually skating or surfing, you know, something constructive. It's what we like to do best.
they meet up with other members of the Dogtown tribe who are already on the scene.
Hey, Kathy, baby dog. About California, though, it ain't got no good wind. Check out how offshore it is, man. Look at this.
They're pretty right here.
The wind's offshore. How you doing? How long have you been here, sweetheart?
About 10 minutes.
Is there any waves? Look at this wave. Look at the wind. Looks like it's a wide tide right here. Yeah. You should go surf somewhere because look how offshore the wind is right now. Look at that. All right.
That wind.
Right there.
I love.
Right there. All right. Check it out. Look at this duck. Take out of the way.
With no lions to hunt, Dogtowners use their pent-up energy surfing and skateboarding.
Yeah, come on. Hey, don't throw your skateboard at the dog, you jerk.
Today, the waves aren't sufficient challenge, and this being Los Angeles, the nearest skate park is 75 miles away. But you can skate in an empty swimming pool, if you can find one. At their favorite snack bar, they meet Ray Flores, who's been scouting out possible hunting grounds.
How's it going? Did you guys check out the chair?
More chairs.
Yeah, I need one more chair. Did you order already? No, I just got my menu. I just got here. Well, let's crank some munch. Here's the menu. You get a share, Bill? You should have seen Malibu this morning. There was little tiny waves, but it was perfection. Perfect shape. Hey, Paul. That's far out.
Dogtowners have gained the reputation of being the renegades of the skateboard world because of their antisocial habit of invading private swimming pools and using them to skate in.
Hey. Tony, you know what we should do after we eat breakfast?
Empty cornies.
Empty Cornzalez's pool.
Woo! Sounds good.
I could go for a skate session.
Really?
Except it's been raining for so long, the pool's gonna be so full of water, man. I know.
Biniak's got a pump.
He does.
Bobby Biniak, yeah. Let's go get his.
Has a good pump.
Does he? Does he really have it?
Right down.
Oh, we're doing that.
All right.
Breakfast arrived in time before the Dogtowners' energy got out of hand.
All right. Hey, give me that. Oh, mine came with salt.
I crave the omelet.
Mmm, this is gonna be so good. Can I get another orange?
Professional skaters earn large sums of money designing skateboard products. Manufacturers acknowledge that the skaters themselves are best qualified for this job. Paul is on contract to design a new board.
This is 6 wide at the tail. Paul, why don't you draw or sketch out on that thing what you want on the board?
That looks tough. You should bring this nose a little pointier like this.
The designer of a successful product can earn up to $150,000 in royalties for the use of his design and his name.
Yeah.
Then just a little teeny
Real
radius.
slight.
For the immigrant Mexican workers employed to make the wheels, this is a straight industrial job, not an emotional outlet. The popularity of skateboarding today is largely due to the development of urethane wheels, which improve the quality of the grip and speed of the action. They've replaced the clay and steel wheels of the 1960s. All wheels are made of the same materials and to the same standards, but clever commercial packaging produces a phony system of graded qualities pumped out onto the world's markets. The truck, which attaches the axle to the board, allows the greatest flexibility, enabling the skater to experience the sensations of skiing and surfing.
You're getting OJ? I think our Kryptonics are better.
Anything else?
Kryptonics.
Despite saved-up pocket money, the high cost of this equipment can come as a nasty surprise to parents.
You should have had this organized before you did this. It's costing me a bomb. Done.
It's 99.
No, I'm not going to put these on right now. The best thing.
Professional skater Kent Senatori gives technical advice and promotes the store's goods.
When it turns, the bearing comes out of the seat.
Some parents still worry about their kids going surfing, but today every kid skates.
I think it's a great outlet for them. It really is, physically. It's fantastic, and it's fine as long as they don't get carried away by the whole number, you know, like with anything else. He wipes out on bicycles, he wipes out on skateboards. Same difference. And he does have all the safety equipment, which he doesn't ride when he's bicycling. You know, he has his helmet, he has his knee pads now, and his gloves and everything else purchased today. So I think it's just as safe as anything else. He's suffered more injuries on a bicycle than he has with his board. So I think it's a healthy all-around sport. Now, what do you think?
I don't know. I just ride them.
It's great.
I think it's dangerous, but can't be there every minute watching everything they do, I guess.
But on the other hand, I think it does give them a lot of balance and creates a little agility and ability. So I'm not objecting to it, but I'm curious as to the safety aspects of it.
The problem is they do overcrowd those little whatever they are, the court, you know. I think. I can't see 4 and 5 kids riding side by side and down this little lane. That isn't so safe to me, you know. And it is $7 initially for them to walk into one of these parks.
This is where it starts. This is where the kids learn the art and see what the big boys can do. Where, in their jargon, you learn what radical skating is all about. Skatopia, one of the most popular parks in California, is big business.
Yeah, your name. What's your last name?
How much would it cost to rent? They have their membership card. Do we pay for the equipment we need here?
Yeah, you pay for the concession equipment and all that here.
Okay. We're going to go get your stuff so we can, see, be 2 sets of knee pads and 3 sets of elbow pads and 2.
After a couple of hours, you pay for a new session. If the kids can't persuade their mothers to let them stay on, there are always plenty of others waiting to take over. The skate guards are on duty day and night, making sure the kids taking over the new session stay in line.
On course?
Right in front of your eyes, buddy.
Are you gonna put them on course?
Yes,
Yep.
that's what he said.
Putting the board together back there, and then I'll put the wheels on up here, okay?
Okay.
Great.
58.46 altogether.
Boy.
58.46.
Right.
And today is...
Today is the 4th.
Oh, he needs
You know what I don't understand?
You want the round?
At age 9, where do they what do they learn where all of these little
These
pieces and
magazines.
parts come from?
Skateboarder.
Dave Dash, editor of Surfer, also publishes the widest-selling skateboarding magazine.
The first time we spotted the potential was about November of 1974. We did a little research amongst our advertisers who were presently advertising skateboard products in Surfer, and asked them if they would be interested in advertising in a skateboard publication. Excuse me just a second. Hey, Paul, I need to see you on the cover in the next issue, so when you get a chance.
Okay, I'll see you upstairs now.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I'm a little bit concerned about the logo being in white, though, because there's so many clouds in that photo. They said yes, they would be interested, very interested in a skateboard publication. So that's when we started preliminary work, and we came out with the first issue in June of 1975.
The dynamics of action photography have helped to popularize the sport and given the young skaters their own
As far
heroes.
as photography, I think we tend to accentuate sometimes the radicalness of curves or maneuvers to some degree because of the type of lenses we use, but for the most part, these kids are doing incredible things on skateboards.
Worldwide sales of Skateboarder magazine are rapidly approaching the 500,000 mark.
We used yellow last issue.
The yellow would work, you know, if we framed it with a orangish red outline or something like that.
The yellow would work, you know, if we framed it with a orangish red outline or something like that. Okay, I'm a surfer myself. I've been a surfer for 18 years, and I enjoy skateboarding very much. In surfing, you have the whole outdoors. Your body's bare if the weather permits it to a great degree. It's sunny, the water's warm, there's the waves that are kind of a flowing motion, and so it's almost like it's alive. And so there's a great appeal there. Once you're standing up on a board, the sensation is very much the same as skateboarding. This is the tie-in, that basic sensation that you get of speed and turning, and you can look someplace and say, I want to be up there, and you can just drive your surfboard up there, and in the same way you can drive a skateboard up to the top of a lip or a bowl.
Tony, we'll bail. We'll lift it up to you guys. You guys throw it up over in the plants over there.
The Mad Dog tribe have staked out a private swimming pool, and as soon as the coast is clear, they move in. Their pump is broken down, so they grab the next best thing.
Okay, we'll lift it up to you guys. Okay. Now, take it way down.
I say pour it right here.
Don't get too close to the porch. It'll go down into the patio like that last time. I'm going to go get a better trash can. There's a better trash can. Okay, ready? Yeah.
When the Dogtown guys go to ride pools, they're all pretty hyped up and rowdy. They just feel like getting crazy, you know. And if they can't empty the pool, they'll do crazy stuff like try and ride it before it's empty, you know, just rowdy stuff.
Our own pool. Is that all dirt? The walls are all dirty. Oh my God, I forgot to wear my safety equipment. I can't ride this pool, man. One of the most important things in skateboarding is to wear your safety equipment.
Sometimes when you're riding pools, the neighbors don't think that it's too cool, you know. It's not like riding a park, you have to sneak in. So they get uptight and they call the cops and stuff, so we can't hang out for too long. We usually have to split and go get rowdy somewhere else.
It's such a bummer that Gonzalez's pool got busted, man.
Yeah, but it's not really busted, you know. If we just be
We
mellow.
can go there, but all those jerks mess it up so bad for us.
They're so hyperactive. They're just so full of energy. They always dig the radical scene. They want to be doing that all the time, you know.
Partying just 24 hours a day. They
Considering-
can't sit still for a minute, you know.
Too bad we couldn't just build a pool right here, man. Look at all this land.
That'd be
I mean,
so unreal.
you could build such a big pool. I mean, it's not even funny.
For sure, it's so much different than the old days, man. Remember the old days?
What? Which old days? Days on the sidewalk.
The very first days, man. Right on the sidewalk.
Right on the sidewalk. What, you were probably about 7 or 8.
Yeah, I was in the 4th grade. How old are you in the 4th grade?
I was in the 1st grade.
In the 1st grade? Yeah. I'm 5 years older than you are, so we started about the exact same time.
1st grade, cruising down the sidewalk. It was either that or cruising your trainer wheels on your bicycle. I remember I used to go down Ocean Park all the time when I was a little kid. We had the light just totally timed. And we just, I don't know, we just go for it.
I know, they go, God, that skateboarder's going faster than I am. You know, they're just kind of going, Jesus, you know, what is this guy?
Hey, you guys, this is an Ocean Park walk. You want to get yourselves killed?
Dogtown is a pretty bold place. You can do that stuff, and the people won't get totally blown out because they see a kid riding a skateboard down the street. The people are so used to that in Dogtown. There's so many skateboarders there, man.
Dogtown is what the kids call their hometown, Venice. Venice, California. It's one of the show places of good old American self-expression. Here, you do your thing, and the world watches. The kids' thing is skating.
Over 600 million people, but not half as many people that have been into Alpha Beta Sport this year alone.
By the San Francisco Bay, taking an ocean liner and she's gone so far away. Need to treat her so bad. They're the best girl I ever had. And she said goodbye, gonna make me cry. Gonna lay right down tonight, and I ain't got a nickel, ain't got a lousy dime. If she don't come back, think I'm gonna lose my mind. She'll come back today, see another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay. See another brand new day. Walking with my baby down by the San Francisco Bay.
Pro skater Jerry Valdez has had the chance to design his own skate park, the Endless Wave. Now he's ready to test it. The demand for skate parks has spread from California to create a coast-to-coast multi-million-dollar industry.
I always wanted to design a park because I always kept saying, God, all these people are blowing it. They don't know exactly what the skater wants because they don't even know how to skate. And I was just visualizing it was all coming, reality. Going, wow, it looks so hot. It was really, really nice. It was like a dream come true.
Kent Senatore and Dogtowner Shogo Kubo come to put Jerry's 16-foot pool to the test.
I dig skating the pool because it's really a good pool. It's really shaped well. You can do a lot of things. You can draw a lot of lines in it. All the locals, they skate the thing every day, and even the worst skater can get good. And that's what I designed my park for. You see, it's designed for the average skater and even the beginner to advance to a pro skater's, level.
Tony Alva describes some of the maneuvers of pool riding.
This is Shogo Kubo doing some frontside carves with an intense surf style. Kent Senatore and jumping off the edge. It's like just an edge aerial. He makes it every time. Now he's doing front side kick turns. Can do a front side aerial. More front side kick turns. A grinder, but he didn't make it. Shogo Kubo again. frontside cars. Frontside cars are harder than backside cars. You can do attempted frontside aerial. Jer Valdez with the tail tap. Extreme tail tap. Into another Jer tap. And the last Jer tap.
That was too rad.
Think it's broken? Pretty sure it's broken.
I'm gonna get you to a hospital for that.
Really?
You want Sugar to drive if he's dead or
Yeah, why don't you, man? I really couldn't handle it.
All right, then they don't see.
Okay. Be careful. It's essential to keep physically fit so you can endure all the thrashings that you're going to give your body like myself. I injure myself a lot, so I need to be healthy. Most skaters, after they fall a certain amount of times, they actually can turn off pain. They don't feel it.
Skateboarding can be dangerous, but statistics show that in the 10 to 18 age group, more injuries occur from cycling and walking.
At the moment, you know, the adrenaline is just covering up for the pain. And it's an unreal thing, the skater. He can take abusement beyond control.
Fractures are something parents like Ken Senatori's father learned to live with.
The first time, or the second time maybe, he broke his wrist. The first time I was really upset. The second time I told him I was going to chop up every one of his skateboards and just, you know, just make sure that he never skated again. And he wrote me a little note. He ran away from home for about 8 or 9 hours until he couldn't find any place to stay. And he wrote me this little note saying, you know, this is my life, you know. And the thing that really sunk in and really made sense to me when he said, how would you like it if somebody told you to stop playing the bass?
After days of hunting for a swimming pool, Dogtowner's big chance came with Jerry's invitation to christen his hot new pool.
The pool seems to be really one of the best in its class right now. And a lot of heavy sessions and a lot of energy is really tossed around back and forth in there. I like to get hyped up. Plus, you know, like when the DTs are around and other skaters from other places, you know, everybody's in it. It's a very competitive thing, for one. You really have got to always have a super go-for-it attitude, because if you don't want to go for it, you know, then you're not going to really be that radical. And if you're not radical, you're really not that hot.
Bull riding, you know, it's like definitely the hardest thing to do. It takes total body coordination, and it's just so different than any other like part of skateboarding because it's not on horizontal, and horizontal is the easiest thing to ride. It's so easy to ride. It's ridiculous. I mean, all you have to do is really stand there. But when you're hitting from a wall to another wall, just hitting the top, doing your best to either just fly out of the pool and make it or just hit the top. I mean, that's totally different. I mean, it takes dedication. Like when I'm riding, I get flashes, like everything just flows, and it seems like it was totally in slow motion. But like when I'm doing it, I flash on certain things, like I'm coming up to the top, and I hit the top, and I feel that, you know, if it's a good connection or not, and that'll either send me into a slide across the top, or else I go for air. If I go for air, next thing I see is just a flash of my feet, and the next thing you notice is just air, how weightless you are, you know? You're just out there. And then you just want to make it, and you feel more air, and if you have it under control, you just totally go for it.
Skateboards have developed from roller skate wheels nailed onto a simple piece of wood. now almost museum pieces, to today's highly diversified equipment, giving scope to three very different types of skating. The aggressive virtuoso performances of pool riders, the style and speed of downhill skating and slalom racing, and the sophisticated, elegant movements of balletic freestyle skaters such as Stacy Peralta and Russ Howe.
Stacy has a surfing background. We got to surf down in Australia together, and he's an excellent surfer. Back, forward, it doesn't matter, but he can do almost as much as he can on a wave as he can on a board. And mine, with physical education, I blend a few more sports in it and do a lot of gymnastics and spins, ice skating, things like that. And it's a tremendous versatile sport where you can get out there and whatever's inside of you, whatever your mood is, you can just get into it and just express anything. It has a tremendous potential, and it certainly puts a grin across your teeth where you can actually, express your smile a lot more than a lot of other sports.
I'm calling skateboarding one of the most highly physical things I've ever done in my life. People don't realize it, but it is high performance. I mean, heavily high performance.
This is Freddie, I'm Chip, and this is a skateboard safety clinic. And I'm involved in skateboard safety. This is Ellen, my wife Leslie. And what we are doing is a skateboard safety clinic program and bringing safety to the skateboarders of today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you today to the opening of the Skateboard Safety Clinic. Bringing you a show today that you'll all enjoy.
Down knees. We show people how to fall. We teach them to wear safety equipment and teach them where to skate. There's proper places to skate in the parks. If people cook dinners in the streets every night, they'd get hit by cars, and cooking's banned from the United States.
They say you can't skate in the parks, you can't skate in the youth clubs, you can't use the YMCA's, you can't use any of the facilities. The kids are forced out into the street.
As far as skateboarding accidents go, it's said that in the first week a kid has a skateboard, that's when the most injuries occur. Also, most injuries occur on borrowed boards.
You watch NFL football football on Saturday night television. Every single play, they're carting off Joe Namath again with a broken knee, or O.J. Simpson has to, oh, well, there goes another season, poor Joe, you know. And it's terrible things like that.
They overlook that stuff, it seems like. But, you know,
Out
since
of a
it's
million
kids...
skateboarders, one kid gets hurt.
Well, since it's kids and it's not older people, they think, you know, oh, shoot, we don't want our kids getting hurt. Let's have them sit in the corner and just hang out all day.
Hi, Mary. How are we doing today?
John Barron, skateboard executive, checks out the monthly sales figures.
I should be able to buy a second.
Good. You know, I'm going to need that for the sales analysis. From Cincinnati. I'm an importer and manufacturer, and my connection with the skateboarding industry is one of the major producer, supplier of safety equipment. And one of our major products are safety helmets for freestyle, light and cool, such as the hard helmet for bank and bull riding, especially made gloves with a lot of studs, sliding, and rubber tips for the extra protection. Well, for instance, this elbow pad here, it's got a hard cap. See, when a skater falls, you need something that slides, and that's with extra protection, foam padding on the inside, one of the kids' favorite. And similar concept with the knees. Again, the sliding action. It absorbs the energy so the kids won't be able to scrape their knees and elbows. And this is another version of our knee pads. And this is a special freestyle shoe. Very thin sole. Get that extra grip.
Portable ramps have brought a new thrill. John Barron, with the help of some young skaters, was a pioneer in manufacturing them, taking the excitement of vertical skating all over the country. Today, the Hackett brothers ride the ramp for a commercial being made for an amusement park. Other skaters arrive on the set, Ellen O'Neill and Stacy Peralta.
Filming now or what?
They wait till he gets to the very top and then they go.
Really nice when you went up from a close blur up to a full thing.
Yeah, well, I have the flare just wipe us out, which is fine.
Yeah.
It'll give us the transition.
So that's a good shot, too, besides...
In their late teens, the full-time skaters become businessmen to protect their own interests.
Our working conditions are getting much better. Skaters in the past have been exploited in ads and not been paid for them. Nowadays, manufacturers are working much more closely with the skaters, and many more skaters are finding that the money is going into their pockets. But still, you know, it's the same old thing. You never get as much as you think you're worth.
Do you want to try that or no?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
What, the ramp?
360s up
I
on
just
the bottom of the ramp.
360s up the ramp.
Try it. I mean,
finger hands.
the commercial's going to be all over Southern California. You might as well get a little press on it.
Sally Ann Miller, International Skateboarding Association.
Go to Paris, and the role of the ISA is to make sure that Stacy's going to be treated well, that he gets paid for what he does.
I like to think of them as my younger brothers, you might say. I like to lead them, guide them to a point where they can mature into fine businessmen.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. As a matter of fact, maybe we can do one of those in the foreground.
Like Rick was saying a second ago, maybe there's a couple of freestyle things. Maybe she's featured because she's kind of a axle anyway.
Right, they have a hair flying.
It's all action, but...
Roll, Bob.
The La Costa boys, giants of downhill and slalom racing, speed their way to the Black Hill near San Diego.
My name's Henry Hester, and I am the 1976 and 75 slalom champion.
My name's Bob Skolberg. Currently, I'm the 1977 World Giant Slalom Champion. I've been skateboarding competitively for about 4 years. So I've been in just about every competition that's taken place in terms of slalom, downhill, cross country.
I'm getting there. It is so hard. You know, did you read my interview? It was mostly like freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
And Warren's going, Ellen, you gotta get on banks. You know, that's where it's
The Hobie Queen and Ellen O'Neill wait until the others, like John Hudson, 1977 downhill champion, are ready for the warm-up session. The La Costa boys from the richest suburbs of San Diego see themselves as superior to the wild dogtowners in the intertribal competition that exists in skateboarding.
Okay. Ready?
John Hudson, Henry Hester, and Bob Skolberg kick off to break their own records of 60 miles an hour. For them, slalom and downhill skating is more exciting than pool riding, which they only now accept as part of their big organized competition.
Racers in the gates. On your mark, get set, go.
Bob Skolberg and John Hudson set a hot pace. Slalom racing is judged on 2 counts, actual speed and precision in avoiding the cones. Their feet mustn't leave the board.
It's just a matter of hitting cones.
3 for Hut. He slid those ones that kept going off to the side. Slide,
That was one of the best ones I've seen all day.
Okay,
let's race now. Let's race again.
Yeah. You got it.
Dave Olson puts techniques developed as a ski instructor to the test in a race with Dave Altman.
It's do against da.
Okay.
Do da.
Okay, here we go, guys. On your
Chris
mark.
Hasselgrave gives the start.
Speed it up. Okay, pick it up harder. Fast. We were really off on that one, I think. Get that rhythm, kind of click, 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 click.
Wait, watch out.
Kim Cespedes and Chris Hasselgrave take off on what turns out to be the last race.
Ah, shoot. Well, I got the feel of it at least. That was a good run, though, for me for the second time.
The day ends as top freestylers Bob Moore and Ellen Berryman take to the road.
LA is definitely a partying place. Everybody likes to go out and do whatever they like to do best at night, like just, going out to the Roxy or going out to the discos or to the movies, whatever, But I think the Dogtowners, they just like to, party with their friends.
Party wasn't enough. Dogtowners take to the Arizona desert to fulfill their pipe dreams. make it just in time as the pipe mobile moves in another pipe to bring water to the desert. Dogtowner's ultimate dream has come true. Skating the 21-foot pipes, trying to make 12 o'clock high.
Here, let me have that, Jason. My next ride.
Top dog Tony Alva sets up a competition by getting one of his stickers as high as he can on the pipe.
Hit that sticker, Tony. See if you can get it flowing.
To raise the level of intensity of the skating,
ATA? Oh, this kid falls bad.
That was so nice.
That was for full.
Walk it high.
They used to call me the cat and stuff because, you know, like they could just throw me totally upside down just like a cat and I land on my feet, but that's just my instinct.
One on each side.
It's such a dynamic sport right now that almost everything you read about its impact is true.
If you don't fish it, it's not exciting. And I dig the excitement. It's really hot.
I would retire professionally, but I would never retire from skateboarding. I would always skate because skating is a gas. I mean, it's unreal. It's what I dig to do.
I think that there's a very, very good chance that skateboarding will be in the 1984 Olympics.
As long as they keep making Geritol, we'll keep drinking it and be able to skate. Skateboarders never die, they just roll a little slower.